I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin. In this video, we're going to have a look at Realms of Ethernity launching on Seedify. So the Realms of Ethernity is a decentralized MMORPG game, lays the groundwork for a revolutionary system of true ownership and play to earn. Players can explore dungeons, fight monsters, and complete quests. Has been quite a hyped project. We've seen it across multiple launchpads. The website looks really fancy. No raise yet announced. How much they're going to raise, but usually Seedify is around $200,000. Going to happen in about 2 days as of today. I have their Twitter at about 109k followers. I have their Medium, I have their Telegram with about 76,000 followers, their Instagram with 61,000 followers, and you can see launching on Seedify, Trustpad, Spores, Engine Starter. They have a variety of launchpads there. However, I have the website here, and we're going to see if I am looking to participating on Realms of Ethernity. The website has some cool music. You can scroll. The future of gaming, what does it say? A colossal world like no other on the blockchain. All right. Build and own shelters in the large, wild, and dangerous realms of Eternity. Metaverse towns are integral part of the game, teaming with NPC stores, quests, scenarios for players to discover, and who knows, the secret may around in the shadow. Okay. Fancy website. All right. Fight treacherous monsters along the way. All right. The monstrous species outnumber the civilized species 100 to 1. Cleave your way through the wilderness and discover treasures beyond your imagination. Okay, that looks quite scary. All right. Then NFT treasures. Okay. Then you can do some fishing. All right, this is some of the 4 races, 12 clans which you can belong to. So it does look kind of RPG orientated indeed. Located in the major towns, in-game play to earn casino. All right, okay, so that's like an element as well. There's a trailer, so let's have a look at the trailer. Okay. I have the sound off, by the way. Okay, so person looking forward. Okay, there's something hanging, probably a corpse. She's actually on a horse. He is on a horse. Crow. All right. Screeching. Okay. Now this is a trailer with actual in-game content in the PS, looking at the quality of the graphics, right? Okay, can we fast forward this shit? No, it's only 1.5 minutes long. Muted. Okay. Crying, bleeding, scary. Okay, and there we have some kind of demon. Okay, so the quality, you know, it's in-game, it's a trailer, it doesn't look that great, but I mean, if it's an MMORPG, the quality, of course, if it's like a true open world, like huge-ass game, then obviously that makes sense. All right, there's a white paper. I'm just going to pick up the white paper for the tokenomics, and there's a showroom as well, which I will assume they display the artwork there. So there's an executive summary on the white paper. All right. Okay, so it's World of Warcraft. They quote World of Warcraft. That makes sense. I see that coming around more. The Wrath token is designed to be one of 2 core currencies of Rho. The other being GCS. This is a dual token structure. Well, we all know how the dual token structures work, right? I don't think I have to explain that. What makes us different? Polished AAA gaming experience and world-class team. The thing is, I hope that's true, but everybody claims to be a AAA game these days. We'll have to see. But it does look quite good. I'm not going to lie. Over 6 months of planning, marketing, early engineering, of over 100 artists, designers, developers in our Vietnam studio. Wild Thunder, led by Dustin Nguyen. Yeah, so a lot of big studios come from Vietnam, so that makes sense. All right, play to earn. Okay, with over 5 million raised in the seed round and the backing of Blue Monster Games community. Okay, 60,000 in 6 months. Built to scale on Polygon. All right, that's very important. Polygon blockchain, allowing for free no gas NFT mints trading at scale. All right, I want to go to the revenue model. I think that's interesting. Okay, so you have to buy an avatar. Okay, that makes sense. New skins, weapons, basically consumables, stimulate the internal economy, the trading, right? Starter packs, crafting, secondary market fees. All right, growth strategy. Actually, nice structured wallpaper. Owner driven, makes sense. Okay, token utility, in-game, staking, governance, basic, tokenomics. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is what I was looking for. Quick sneak peek at the showroom, still loading. Okay. 22 months from the seed sale. All right. The above chart illustrates, okay. It's kind of strange that they have the entire overview. All right, that's kind of weird. I would just like to see a main overview where... Is there no main overview? Tokenomics change. The old version of the tokenomics, although very optimistic, does not suit the current market conditions and more. Okay, the very large raise, extremely highly fully diluted market capitalization in the old version. Okay, where is the old version? Are they referring to this? Is this the old version? So Seed has 26% of the total supply, public 4.5%. So they're going to raise a lot of money. Team only taking 7.3% is quite low, but maybe because it's a Vietnam studio. Advisors taking 3.2%. Treasury, centralized exchange listing, market maker, marketing, liquidity. Okay, so they're basically focusing most of the tokenomics on raising money. Amount to raise 12.3 million. Fully diluted market cap. Right, 811. Oh, well, here they have 32 million. All right. Initial market cap on TGE, not bad. 450K, not that bad. So there's basically a very short cliff on the seed, very short cliff on strategic, and very short cliff on private. So in this case, public will definitely get dumped on, depending on how what their vesting looks like. So it's 15, 15, 15, 15. Yeah. So you'll get a lot of selling pressure here. Well, buy pressure, right? Because these guys will sell likely because they have made not tremendous gains, but definitely the seed, which comes in at month 3, which I would have assumed. So it's basically 20 months vested. Yeah. And then the team. Is this the team? Yeah, the team has very weird structure. So it's 11, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 10 here. 8, 8, 8, 8, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, I don't know why the tokenomics were structured like that, but they did give an explanation on the tokenomics change. The very large raise, extremely high volatility. Okay, VCs are reluctant to participate in projects with very high raises and huge market caps because of the increased downside risk. Yeah, makes sense. Having a market cap over 100 million would put in the top 30 on CoinMarketCap gaming category. This would be a great achievement, but it's unreasonable. Okay. Total raise was reduced to 12.4 million to better fit the market conditions to be filled. Chance unsold tokens. VCs as well as retail token might find a high raise. Yeah, obviously. Unlock schedules have been adjusted. Liquidity allocation, treasury. So they basically took advisory, I assume, and the advisory on tokenomics had them change it. But I assume when we talk about what they illustrated, that these tokenomics are up to date on what they want to do, because it's in the Whitepaper after all. Okay, yeah, quite a large raise overall, right? But depending on what the game looks like at the end of the day, an MMORPG is definitely not cheap to make. Okay, they have a link to their studio, Wild Thunder, that's developing it. And they have pictures, well, that's like transparent. They have LinkedIn for the founders, at least. So those can be researched. And then they have the governance and some legal paragraphs. All right, white paper. They go over the gameplay as well. There's not much footage. So I assume the showroom Okay. Okay, scroll. Okay, here is more artwork. So they definitely made a fancy website, but you can see what it looks like, or at least what it's hopefully going to look like, right? That's basically the whole thing. But the roadmap, I think, is the most important thing here, because obviously from an investment point of view, I'm willing to take a risk on this. It looks good. I'm happy. It's like the tokenomics. Obviously, you're going to expect the seeds to dump on the public when that is released with 100% ROI. So that's going to happen on the 3rd month, and you still then have 4 months to go thereafter. But you've already had the opportunity to take significant profits before then. Based on the size of the game, right? 450k initial market cap with the current market conditions. It's not the lowest. I would prefer 250k, but 450k will do fine, right? We still should be able to see some couple X's if there's enough hype around this project. With the launchpads they have assigned, I do believe that will be the case. So I'm not too worried about that. I do want to see the roadmap though, because it says on the website, play now. Is it available? How does it work? Concept art, game development begins. So they only started the game development about 2-3 months ago, right? In terms of having the game ready, it is an MMORPG, which I assume will take a long time, right? VCs and launchpad announcements in the 1st quarter. So the 1st quarter is basically done, right? So they need to update this ASAP. Last modified 2 months ago, right? And you would assume they would update the white paper more often. Game launch on PC in the 4th quarter. So 4th quarter, you can count on like December, right? So they're taking 1 year to set up the MMORPG. When I'm looking at MMORPGs, 1 year of development is not that long, right? So definitely a very non-detailed roadmap. Doesn't instill that much confidence. What I think is strange is that there's no Q3 on the roadmap. It's Q1, Q2, Q4. Where's the 3rd quarter? You're not going to do anything in the 3rd quarter? That's strange, right? This would have to be a lot more detailed. So, although I appreciate them putting so much focus in this website, making it look cool and everything, I should think that at least their advisors might advise them to put a little bit more effort in the white paper as well, because that doesn't look AAA quality, so to say. If you're making a AAA game, your white paper needs to be solid AF on the tokenomics and the roadmap specifically. Okay, Wild Thunder Studios is the main development company. They got XYCCY, I don't know what that is specifically. Virtual World Enablement, A+ Ventures, Master Ventures, so those are investors, MH Ventures, Halving Capital, Crypto Playboy Capital, that's a strange name, Kangaroo Capital, so some Australian VCs, and then Blago Capital, Crypto Buddy, Yellow Spoon Capital. All right, so they have no A-level VCs for a AAA game. So that's why I'm saying, like, AAA, always take that with a grain of salt. It's usually self-proclaimed AAA, right? We would have to see what that actually is going to look like when that comes in. So they have a good overview, information about the team. You can click on them. They have all the socials linked. So this is something I do really appreciate. It just instills a lot of trust, fast experience. And it's basically the entire management team. Basically, you don't have to view all the employees, of course. I don't think that's super relevant. But at least you would want to see everybody that's involved in the decision-making process from their team. When we go onto their Twitter, let's have a look. So basically, the white paper, the website, I would approve it. It's definitely not a AAA title so far, in my opinion. But it looks good. I mean, this is definitely a project I think is worth of investment. Is it as amazing as they think it's going to be? Perhaps not. They got Jordan Belfort as an advisor, maybe as a marketing advisor, because I don't know what his added value would be. I know he's obviously the Wolf of Wall Street. However, what is his specific added value in the crypto space apart from being a marketing schiller? Very curious, but yeah, I mean, it's like a benefit. It could make or break the project, right? That's basically what I'm saying here. So 76 people in their Telegram, of which about 3,500 online. So that's a decent ratio. The World of Warcraft Inspire Web3 MMORPG by Wild Thunder. Okay. They're quite active on the... oh, well, this is just all published in one day almost. But they're very active on Medium. There are some bridges there, but at least they publish quite some articles. There's some lore there as well, it appears. So that looks good. They also are launching on Phantom Starter. So they definitely have a full package in terms of what they are going to do. Okay, so here they have the announcement of Jordan Belfort. Oh, very, very short. Okay, it's just like that. It's only 2 sentences. Okay, and on the Twitter, what does that look like? Is there good engagement? There is good engagement. Okay. Pre-sale. They have some artwork. So this was posted an hour ago. Yeah, there's some decent engagement. So while it's basically upcoming, obviously the sale is coming up this week. The launch pads are probably doing their work in terms of giving the project exposure. And it's looking well. There's not like huge amounts of engagement, but some posts get more engagement than others. But at least there is some engagement on every single post, right? If you would open like an engine starter post like this, which talks about the realms, right? This is some mining video, how that works, and then how to make armor. So I would like to have seen this on the white paper, right? Like an instruction video like this, not just use it for marketing purposes, actually show it in the white paper. And okay, Realms of Ethernity is a scam. Okay, read this article. Obviously, that would be interesting to read. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this is by basically a seed investor that that feels like they got scammed and they made a Twitter account. So that's definitely bad publicity. But then again, bad publicity at the end of the day. Who cares when you have huge partners? You know, there's always disagreements, and people should never take it public. It should be handled none in the public side of things, of the business approach. I don't think it's good for either their launchpad, who was involved there, or the project. Specifically this kind of guerrilla on every single post commenting. That's why it's also flagged as spam, probably. But yeah, looks good, looks interesting. I know they had several launch pads. So for example, I first learned about this launch on Communitas, and they actually got pulled away from Communitas because they decided to only use tier 1 launch pads, so they say. Probably got a better deal somewhere else, and they just had too much allocation split, right? Because they have, oh, here they go. Trustpad, Communitas, Meta Launch, Spores, Paid Ignition, Phantom Starter, Starpunk, Engine Starter, Seedify. And of course, that's like a lot of launch pads. So they removed Communitas. They backed out of that one with the reasoning that they could not, they had too much choice and they had to choose launch pads, and probably did that based on the deal and marketing reach that they could offer, which is fine. Seedify Fund, the question, will I participate in Realms of Ethernity? Yes, it looks good so far. I'm always a little bit skeptical, right? So when I say it's definitely not AAA, doesn't mean I'm not going to invest. I will invest. Because I think I can get quite a big initial here, specifically on the TGE in those first 2 months, depending on the market conditions, where I think is the primary opportunity for investors, according to my opinion. So this is everything for Realms of Ethernity, which I think I would take into consideration to see if this is an interesting investment opportunity. If you have any questions about Realms of Ethernity, something I've missed, which you think is interesting, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.